Hey, it's party time, Mom. Welcome to another episode of the Chad Prather Show. Woo! Monday, we're in the Mothership Studio 22, flying into the nether regions of all things frustration. Kayla is at the helm, flying the mothership. And Chris, Super Mario Cruz, is just hanging out with us. Big weekend. You guys always act so busy over there, like you're doing stuff. Just let me run this thing, okay? You hold this chicken. Never mind.
They never talk to us. Nothing. It's all serious business.
They'll get tuned in here in a minute. Lisa Page, show Lisa Page, Kayla.
Oh.
Hit the button and show Lisa. There she is. All camouflaged. You were so camouflaged we couldn't even tell you were here today. And then Pepper's hanging out at my feet. She's running all over. I call her Hound Dog, Pepper the Hound Dog. Big ears everywhere. She's already pooped in here and christened Studio 22. Me too, actually. Big weekend. I was in Facebook jail. I think I just got out. Facebook jail changes a man. You spend a lot of time in Facebook jail?
Oh, Instagram jail.
Instagram jail's where you tend to do time.
Yep.
That's like girls' corrections over there or something like that. I've been in Facebook jail. You know what I got in Facebook jail for? Happened on Friday, I think it was. Thursday evening, I posted a picture of Pepper, the dog, and my sleep aid that I take every night that I swear by, that's made by Alpha Elite Performance.
You always talk about it.
I always talk about it because I take it. I mean, it changed my life. Like, I'm a horrible sleeper. My buddy Travis Wilson, who owns Alpha Elite, he's a Green Beret guy. He said GBNT, Green Beret Nap Time. That's what it stands for.
Really?
GBNT,
Okay.
Green Beret Nap Time. After these guys would come home from doing a mission, they'd be back, they'd give them this stuff, this formula, and it helps them sleep. It doesn't put you to sleep, but once you're there, bam, you get deeper REM sleep for like hours. Do you sleep good?
I do for the most part, but I'm seriously curious to see how this stuff works.
You some.
Please.
So I called Travis up, because I had it forever, and I was like, I ain't taking nothing else. I've taken enough stuff, you know? And then he goes, dude, I promise you, try this. It's changed my world.
And you just mix it in with a what? Water?
Yep. Like 30 minutes before you go to bed. And like I said, it doesn't put you to sleep. Like, you could take it, like, I could function.
Right.
But once you go to sleep,
yes,
you sleep. I don't get more than like 4 hours sleep. Now I'm sleeping like 8-9 hours.
And when you have a lot of sleep like that, it's life-changing.
And it's
really
real
is.
sleep.
Yeah.
So anyway, apparently I violated Facebook guidelines, community standards by saying this is the best sleep aid I've ever had. Because I told Travis, I said, give me a promo code.
Yeah.
You know my promo code, CHAD, or I spell it Chad. And I'd like, so we can give people a discount on this thing. I don't make any money off of it. Right? I just believe in it. And of course, everybody thinks I'm out there just being a charlatan. Selling snake oil. We actually now have conservativeoil.com.
I love it.
So now I have snake oil, Chris. But that's my CBD stuff. My Verve, that actually helps veterans too. By the way, every company that I do anything with, they help veterans.
I use CBD and I stand by CBD.
You
and
do. You use it to sleep.
To sleep, and it's the best sleep ever.
Yeah.
Like I'm not allowed to take it unless I'm going to sleep, because if I take it in the middle of the day, I'm passed out on the couch.
You're done.
Yeah.
So my buddy Tim Klund, he's got Verve. He developed this thing that the CBD for anxiety, specifically PTSD and stuff like that. So it helps veterans. So Conservative Oil is the deal there, and just directly to the site. I said, give me my own URL.
And they did.
And they did. And I was like, so I do that for anxiety. But the sleep, Alpha Elite Performance, Alpha Elite's incredible.
You're always talking about it.
I'm on.
You are.
But anyway, I violated community standards.
Because they're looking at it as like, he's selling a drug.
Selling a drug. God forbid you boost your immune system with healthy sleep. Anyway, I'm frustrated. I'm just frustrated.
I hear you.
But I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm more motivated than I've ever been before in my life. Seeing exciting things happen. We had a huge event where I burned the place down Thursday night.
Of course you did.
I smoked them Thursday night in a speech. And we had all these TikToker influencers that had showed up. They drove from all over Texas, West Texas, East Texas. Some came from Oklahoma. These people represent tens of millions of followers. And people keep saying, all you're doing, NBC the other day did an article about my gubernatorial run and said, all you're going to do is just split the frustrated vote. The people that don't like Abbott. Like, no. We got people coming to the polls that have never voted in a primary. So this ain't your grandmama's politics anymore.
Oh, no.
I mean, we're influencing people that have never been involved because of social media.
I mean, you have people that are living not in Texas, other states that are like, if I lived in Texas, I'd be voting for Chad.
Tons of people.
They want you.
Tons of people. And you know what they're doing? They're talking to their friends and their family who do live in
Spread
Texas.
the word.
So those people go, well, he doesn't really have Texas support. I'm like, no, I've got national support.
Yeah.
And that national support is actually translating into communicating with people in Texas. So, hey, naysayers, underestimate me. That will be fun. I was with Congressman Chip Roy and Representative Kyle Biederman at the Fredericksburg Tea Party event Saturday night. About 500 people there for that. Smoked them again. I'm telling you, if you ever come to one of my things, underestimate me. Think I'm the funny guy that just comes on here and rants and raves. Come to one of my talks. Come to one of my legit political things. It's a new world.
So do you do a Q&A there, or you're just okay? And so how long are you up there? Does it vary depending on where you are?
Typically, I try to talk for about 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. But you know, and then we do a little Q&A for however long they want to go. But we're seeing a lot of people who said, well, I was supporting so-and-so. Now I'm starting to come over to you.
What's the most common question you get asked?
Oh, I get asked about medical freedom, and I get asked about property taxes and education and things like that. A lot about Texas and Texas secession. So anyway, I'll be at Collin County tonight there in McKinney. I'll be there speaking tonight. Then a couple of other events this week. I'm actually going alligator hunting with my boy T-Roy down in Port Arthur, Texas. We're going to go kill some alligators.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And T-Roy's been a big supporter. Let me do this. I'll tell you more about what's coming up. I want to introduce you to some new friends of mine over at Vincero Collective. If you don't know Vincero yet, they're the maker of premium watches. They got tons of lifestyle accessories, sunglasses, things like that. And it's sharp. They got great stuff. I love wearing it. They've got incredible craftsmanship. They're adamant about being hands-on throughout the entire process, and it shows. Their team's out in San Diego, California. I've talked to them on the phone numerous times. Everything in-house. They source their own materials, produce in small batches, and ship directly to your door, which means a product that you are going to find second to none. Vincero has a collection and look for every walk of life. Their newly released Reserve Automatic is refined classic, sure to stand out in the office. And then you got the rugged Outrider, which is going to make you men feel like men when you wear it. When I browsed the website, I knew the accessories would look amazing with any of my suits, any of my clothing. But once I got the product in hand, I got a true understanding for what it was all about. We all get that online shopping can be frustrating. Will it fit? Will it really look like this? Will it be broken in a week? Vincero's 5-year guarantee and 365-day return policy has you covered. But you don't need to take my word for it. Over 30,000 5-star reviews featured in Forbes and Business Insider, to name a few. You can't beat them, I'm telling you. Good-looking stuff. Don't settle for less than Vincero Collective. They have a collection for every look. I want you to go check them out and get a 15% discount for my listeners when you go to Vincero, Vincero collective.com/WatchChad. Use code WatchChad at checkout. Support the show and check out Vincero Collective. We'll be right back. Look at you over there giggling, looking at my book.
Wow.
Look at my book, yeah. Am I crazy? That's right. You can pre-order it. It's going to ship out the first week in October. Thanks, Joe Biden, for all the delays, paper shortages. Am I crazy? You're going to enjoy it. I've been reading back through it, doing the audio version of it. And it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Glenn gave me a good little kudos on it. And so pre-order it. Yeah, Glenn said, Chad's a verbal cannon with common sense. Calls things as they are and sees the serious issues with a humorous slant. Regardless of what side you stand on, he shines a spotlight on the cultural condition and helps us remember that we're all just humble human beings navigating the journey called life. I got Dinesh D'Souza, Charlie Kirk, Dave Rubin, Andrew Wilkow, Larry Alex Taunton, Sarah Gonzalez, Graham Allen, tons of endorsements on this thing. Pre-order it. You're going to enjoy it, I promise.
Wait, hold on. On page 38, the Colin Kaepernick rant, this is going to be Stu's favorite part of the book.
Yeah? It's a good one.
Who doesn't like Colin Kaepernick?
And the thing is, people are like, well, Colin Kaepernick's old news. No. The principles behind Colin Kaepernick still exist.
Right.
They're still affecting the world we're living in. And, it's crazy. Like Friday night, going to be in Seabrook, Texas, Barge 249. Go to watchchad.com for all the fun stuff is. Get information. It's the fourth time we've rescheduled this thing in 3 weeks because the city doesn't want them to have but certain amounts of large events. So we just said, we won't make it a large event. We'll just do 150 VIP people available to them. And Cooper Wade and I are going to be there Friday night. Saturday, going to be doing Ruck for Vets with Travis Wilson. We mentioned our sleep aid thing, helping the Green Beret Foundation. So going to be there. Come out. That's the Woodlands, Texas. Lots of stuff happening, but get the book. Get the book. You're going to like it. All right, here's what I want to get into today before we really get into these topics. I have always said that a cynic is just a passionate person that's tired of being disappointed. It's the person that gets disenchanted from waiting for their ship to come in and gives up looking. It's the stock market trader that's sick of hearing of your hot tips. It's the gambler that's sick of always losing. It's the person that feels disengaged because they can't see beyond their own weary, bleak borders. Typically, the cynic just wants to be left alone to wallow in the misery that is their sad reality. It's bad enough to resign oneself to being a loser in life's various situations, but at least you could take solace in just being left alone. Today, we're all cynics. We're all passionate people that are being disappointed. We feel like the world around us is crumbling, and every day there is a new and untrusted headline to make us hang our sullen heads and shake them in disbelief. Can our elections be trusted? Can our doctors be believed? Are our elected leaders competent? Are our historic institutions being rendered invalid and manipulated to the point of non-recognition? These are questions that certainly feed our cynicism and further give legs to our sense of disenfranchisement. It's all going to crap. Just leave me alone. We've all begun to engage in an active, selective, graceful as possible process of detachment from societal commitments and the seemingly futile need to participate in a downward spiraling culture that no longer has any semblance of care for our historically held and traditional values. I mean, do you really think that Washington, D.C. truly represents your moral code or looks at the world the same way you do? In an age of health mandates and social distancing, do you really believe the bureaucrats, they even give a damn if you live or die? I think not. Your free speech has been systematically dismantled. Your right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness has been destroyed with the time takedown of our free markets. Look no further than the penal system that's modern-day Australia for a sign of what's to come. See, it's one thing to be a cynic that simply begs to be left alone. I mean, let me enjoy the final notes of music on the deck while the Titanic sinks. But no, they're not going to leave you alone. It's not enough just to stick a knife in. They got to wiggle the damn thing around a little bit. This is how we are psychologically escalating the problem. We aren't just cynics anymore. No, we are now frustrated. Let me explain. We aren't just disappointed anymore. Our goals of life and sense of community and sanity have been actively violated. Actively violated. Frustration, folks, is the emotional response to opposition. It's the emotion of frustration that's the result of anger, annoyance, and disappointment. Frustration arises from the perceived resistance to the fulfillment of an individual's will or goal and is likely to increase when a will or goal is denied or blocked. You ever have that friend that consistently gets in your way of achieving your goal? You know, you see a girl at the bar, go over, make a little time, have a little talk with her, but his goofy ass keeps blocking your efforts because of some reason he can't stand the idea of your achieving your goal when he can't get laid in a morgue. Pretty soon your frustration gets the best of you and you're not interested in bringing homeboy to ladies' night anymore. So here we are, freedom lovers, just trying to make a little time to earn a living, raise a family, own a home, perhaps work hard enough to eventually enjoy the fruit of our labor. But God forbid, Big Brother is cock blocking all of us and claiming to be doing us a favor. So forgive me, AOC, if I don't take you and your tax the rich dress seriously. No, Joe, we really don't give a shit if your patience is wearing thin. We honestly don't care if you choke on your gender issues or your pronouns. You've hassled us long enough, big tech. Your medical tyranny can only reach so far. Psychologists say there are 4 types of frustration. There's personal frustration, and people today, they don't know where to turn or who to trust. There's conflicting frustration. Statistics, hey, read some of those. Am I right? Or am I right? Social media, are you listening? Conflict. Pressure, frustration is the third. No, we will not conform to a society that demands mandates. And then there's environmental frustration. The world around us has become nothing short of toxic. Now, as for me, I'm not going to bow to pressure and frustration. I'm going to rise to motivation. Which voice are you listening to, frustration or motivation? I'm in this fight for you, but I'd rather be in this fight with you. Lisa Page.
Preach, Governor.
Over the weekend, I got more and more frustrated, and I said, nope, not going to let that get the best of me. I'm going to get motivated by it. One of the things that I saw, you ever see something you just want to reach in the screen and just slap somebody?
Every night.
Every single night.
When I watch the news, yes.
Take a look if you haven't seen it already. This is New York. This is a daycare. This is a toddler. This is a baby. This is a child. This is what I mean when I say they have invaded and they're frustrating us. They're wiggling the knife. Play that clip, Kayla.
Put your mask on. No, you gotta wear it on, honey.
No, you gotta keep it on.
Put your mask on.
There you go. Keep it right there.
It's awful.
Yay, Mason! Yay!
So they're putting the mask on the kid. Kid takes it off. And then, yay, put the mask on. They're just putting it right back on his face.
This is hard to watch.
It is hard.
It's hard to watch as a mom.
This is what I mean. I want to reach in and just snatch that chick by the hair.
Peekaboo, I see you. Keep your mask on.
I mean, why don't you just put the kid in a plastic bag and zip tie it shut? If you don't want, I mean, you really think that kid's such a super spreader, why don't you just zip tie the kid up? And I read some of the comments that are on that thing. People saying, oh, well, kids cry when you put their socks on, too. Are you going to not do that? They don't breathe through their feet.
Exactly, yeah.
Kid doesn't want something on his face. This is child abuse, folks. This is child abuse. You're going to put these children in these masks. It's amazing to me, Lisa, that the rule is if I go into a restaurant, I'm supposed to wear a mask until I get to a table and sit down. And then I can take my mask off. But my 5 and 6, 7-year-olds, they're supposed to wear a mask while they're seated at their desk at school all day. This kid's sitting on the floor.
With no kid around him, it looks like.
I mean, doesn't coronavirus have like a height requirement? I mean, at this stage in the game, don't you have to be so tall to get it? But, I mean, it doesn't affect kids. It really doesn't.
No.
Statistically speaking,
No.
that's a non-entity.
And there's no science to prove that it does.
So this poor mom, she commented, she said, this poor kid at daycare, you know, she said, this upset me. This is what I have to do to go to work. I have to leave my kid at daycare. And there were a lot of folks, former New York Times journalist Barry Weiss said, watch this and think about Gavin Newsom at French Laundry or AOC at the Met Gala or London Breed partying weekend at the nightclub in the Tenderloin. I don't even know what that means. But Ted Cruz said, this is not science. It's political virtue signaling and really cruel to kids. Representative Thomas Massey, Kentucky. How is this helping children? It's not. Please stop the cruelty. J.D. Vance, Senate candidate, said, may God forgive us for doing this to our kids. Allie Stuckey, she said, do not tell me this isn't child abuse, forcing a child to do something that has no benefits and only causes harm as abuse. Megyn Kelly, this is so wrong. On and on. Our buddy Jesse Kelly, he said, fear makes people monsters. This hag doesn't even realize she's become a subhuman. Like, this is the kind of thing I'm talking about when I say you get frustrated. It's one thing to become a cynic where you just want to be left alone. But this kind of stuff, when they come at you and then they can't get to you, so now they're going to come after your kids, right? You want to slap a mask on a 2-year-old and call this medical freedom and health consciousness and this nonsense. I mean, kids have been rubbing boogers on stuff there for millennia. I mean, my God, everything from eating dirt to, licking each other's faces. I mean, every kid wants to see what something tastes like. I got a picture of my oldest daughter when she was that age she's shoulder deep in a bag of Alpo because we didn't watch it. She was eating the dog food. Right. We didn't sit around going, "Ooh, you know what? We gotta isolate. Right. We gotta mask up."
Well, this is why they say kids' immunity is so good because they eat everything off the floor and they never get sick. But I mean, especially kids should not be masked at all, no matter what. But this child looks like he's maybe 1.5. These are the most informative years. Like, they're trying to learn how to speak and they're watching their teachers and mouths and all that stuff. And to put a mask on them, crying, clearly the kids don't want to wear them. It's awful.
The government doesn't care about your kids.
They don't.
No. All the virtue signaling, all the stuff, the politicizing of a disease, of a virus. I mean, you don't do this stuff. Let me read this. I made a note yesterday, and this said, and I took this from somebody else. It was just so profound. said, if I went to a rock concert with syphilis, Ebola, typhoid, meningitis, scarlet fever, yellow fever, Saturday night fever, dengue, impetigo, galloping diarrhea, and ringworm, but I had a COVID-19 passport, would I be allowed in? So we don't ask those kind of questions. We don't talk about the other stuff. We don't do the flu anymore. It's absolute insanity, the stuff we're putting up with. And the government's just kind of doing that little bait and switch thing, saying, hey, look over here, look over here, look over here.
I mean, we're going on 2 years. It's been a good 18 months, and we're still requiring masks.
We are sheep.
Yes.
We are sheep.
Yep.
The fact that we will allow this to happen without just wholesale kicking someone's ass. I mean, this is stupid. Shut it down. Shut the institutions down. Screw your job. Learn to plant a garden. Let's go to the country. Let's go. I mean, this right here, Chris, is where you're like, we don't care about the ballot box. It's time to dig into the ammo box. Because it's too far gone. I mean, you're like, oh, are you advocating violence? Yes, absolutely. It's time to wholesale kick ass. People are like, I can't believe you'd say something like that. How much screwing can you take before you fight back?
People are so compliant. It blows my mind.
How much? What do you want to do today, Spike? You want to mask up a kid today, Spike? Come on, Spike. Let's go fight a kid. Ah, shut up. And I mean, these people are like looking like, that's the way I see Fauci. Hey, what do you want to do today with the federal government? You want to mask them up? You want to not mask them up? You want to, what do you want to do? Let's bomb China, first of all. I mean, bomb them. I mean, bomb them into oblivion. Like Afghanistan, too. Let's just start. You know what? Let's do a wholesale nuclear war. Planetary annihilation. You know why? Because that kid doesn't want to grow up in the world we've created. So let's just nuke all of us and give one small remnant of humanity a chance to start over. I love
Chad, that's so violent.
This kind
You're
of content.
inciting violence, Chad.
I am on a global scale, like a global scale. I'm not saying pick a fight with your neighbor. I'm saying, or run into the person with a Biden sticker, or chant F Joe Biden at the football game. I'm talking whole scale thermonuclear global annihilation at this point. You want to get rid of COVID? There's your solution.
Yep.
Let's just vaporize COVID and the ones that created it. Let's just, boom, there it is. There's my solution. There's my final solution. You want a final solution? You're not putting my ass on a train car. Shoot me in the face. Hang me from the gallows, whatever. You're not putting me on a train car. I'm not going. I ain't going. I'm not going to be another statistic. I ain't going to do it.
And Chad, that's one thing that I realized that this show has done a lot of is parents are not really paying attention at all. But then now this whole COVID has kind of give us an insight into the school, into how they treat our kids, into so as a parent yourself, myself and Lisa, what can we do other than this, like the Ohio mayor that said either you quit because you're spreading pornography, what can we do as little people? Can we really do something other than just fight it out and duke it out?
Nope. Can't do it. Can't do it. Too late. It's all gone. It's done. No, we got to do an ad read, so don't say anything else. But no, you can't do anything. Just burn it to the ground. Just fire up a hydrogen bomb. That's it, Chris. I appreciate your efforts in saving the world, but no, little people can't do anything. It's too late. We can't protect the most innocent among us.
No.
People are fighting for the right to murder unborn babies.
Yep.
So no, it's too late. It's too late. We've gone to hell.
All hope is gone, Chris.
That's it. I'm out of business. Hang out my shingle. It's maybe the last time you ever see me.
But just buy his book, please.
Buy the book.
Buy the book.
All right, buy the book.
He may not be around to sign it, but buy the book.
I'm not going to sign it. I'll sign a bunch of them, leave them at the warehouse, and maybe Allison, everyone knows Allison, she'll get them sent out if she survives the hydrogen bomb. Hey, I don't know how much equity you have in your home. It's probably a pretty good bit. Well, cybercrime experts are alerting homeowners that the more equity you have, the greater target you are for foreign and domestic cyber thieves that will come after you. Home title theft is one of the fastest growing crimes in the world. In fact, Home Title Lock, America's leader in home title protection, is alerting homeowners that they could already be a victim and not even know it. Here's how it goes down. Cyber thieves are going to search out your public database that's out there on the internet for high equity homes. They're going to pull your home's online title, forge your signature stating you sold your home to them, take out loans using your equity. You're not covered by insurance or bank or common identity theft programs. Protect your most valuable asset. Register now with your address to see if you're already a victim. Receive a complete title history. That's a $100 value for free. Go to HomeTitleLock.com and do it today. HomeTitleLock.com. Be right back. Yeah, there you go.
See, they're excited for you
we were headed to the bomb. We'll be right back.
Great, China. Go, 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 bomb, bomb, bomb.
Am I crazy? Dinesh D'Souza. This book is classic Chad Prather, which is to say insightful, manly, funny, absolute must read. Debbie probably wrote that review for Dinesh. I don't know that Dinesh would have used the word manly.
He should have said he ain't no beta male.
Ain't no beta male, what up?
Yeah.
But let me tell you how crazy I am. So a number of weeks ago, we talk about stocks on here. We talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and stuff like that. A couple of weeks ago, I started talking about on Twitter, I'd say, I'd maybe pay attention to this little thing out there called TGGI, Tango Golf India, right? TGGI. It's a company out of Hong Kong. I'm not going to lie to you, be quite frankly, it's from China. But this guy, he's a winemaker. He's expensive wine, like $700 bottles. And he's always had a dream of being on the NASDAQ, which you got to be, I think, $4 a share to be traded on the NASDAQ. So this guy, he started this company, then he became a conglomerate of companies. And I like the people of Hong Kong. I don't know about you, but I think they're fantastic. Anyway, this guy, I don't know. I got into the thing when it was like, I won't say what the number was, but it was at the 10,000th of a penny. All right.
Yeah, you were at the very beginning.
So Friday, when we got to our event down in Fredericksburg, I was watching the market, and at the very last minute, of the trading day on Friday, it hit a penny. Today, it's well over the mark. It's moving. It's moving and shaking. So, this TGGI thing,
You're
I'm
on
like,
it.
because even one of our executives, he texted me one morning. He goes, "You don't really give a lot of stock stuff on Twitter. Were you hacked?" And I was like, No, this is legit. Like, I don't tell people what to do, but I'm like, this is what I'm doing. So I'm like, one day I think AOC is going to have a dress with my face on it that says "Tax the Rich." All because of something I bought in Hong Kong. I don't know about you, but
you
I
heard
did
it
it
here first,
from
folks.
Hong Kong. TGGI. It's fantastic. Anyway, AOC, I can't get over this dress, this Tax the Rich. As I said, she looks like a Chick-fil-A bag. I wish she was closed on Sundays. But Vogue did a little mini documentary, on someone who is fighting for the plight of the poor, Tax the Rich. The maker of this dress, by the way, owes taxes in multiple states. But the clip is so cringe, right? We got a little clip of some of the documentary that they did, the little mini doc about AOC in her stupid ass dress. Play Cinderella for me. Oh, there she is. Oh, let's stitch her up, fix her up. Oh, the only people in masks are the little peons, the little worker bees. Oh, we're gonna go out and we're gonna. Oh, everybody's screaming.
I mean, the fans, I can't.
Oh, we've made celebrities out of morons. Oh.
Thank you. Check it out. Ready?
Check out my dress. Look into my dress.
I'm trying to get the lighting. It says "Tax the Rich."
Wow. Ooh, you put on a multi-$1,000 dress and you're making a statement.
I can't with the people cheering up for her.
Right? Insane.
And she loves every second.
So now don't forget, Chris, I make silly little t-shirts, things that say things like freedom over fear. People are like, all you care about doing is selling t-shirts. I'm just gonna say "Tax the Rich" and come out and see if everybody screams for me.
And it'll sell. It'll sell.
Who was it? Our friend Jordan Rachel was wearing the other day. Oh gosh, you had funny.
Yeah, be the rich.
Be the rich. Be the rich.
That's a
I'm
good
a
one.
capitalist.
That's a good one.
I want to be the rich.
Yes.
But anyway, so she wears this dress. She goes to the deal. She goes to the Met Gala. It's $30,000 per ticket. She's being investigated by the Ethics Commission, by the way, because if she accepted that as a gift, which she accordingly did, gonna have a little bit of a problem there for accepting a gift like that.
But will she?
No, probably not,
Is she
because
gonna get
it'll
in
get
trouble for
swept
this?
under the rug.
Right.
it will get swept under the rug. Now, we've got to stop making celebrities out of these morons, okay? For instance, we've done it with AOC. We've done it with Beto O'Rourke. We've done it with, remember Eric Swalwell, Farton Swalwell?
Yes.
I mean, all these guys, like, we give them all these squeaky wheels this attention, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Kamala Harris, same way, right? We turn them into little celebrities. And this is the kind of thing, the dress designer owes thousands in unpaid taxes. Like, I don't know how many creative ways I can make that statement. Mm-hmm. The chick made a dress that said tax the rich, and she ain't paying her taxes. So when you want to talk about paying your fair share, just pay your share.
And it's funny because none of the news outlets reported any of this information after. We didn't hear a word.
Not a bit of it.
Nope.
Not a bit of it. Anyway, she... The company has been served 15 warrants in total since 2015. They wrote, I mean, look, here's the deal. If you're going to go out making political statements, you might want to make sure you made your bed, right? Like, just make sure you flush the toilet.
Or a quick Google. Maybe ask Alexa before you walk out the door, you dumbass.
Yeah, they between April 2018 and 19, the Internal Revenue Service placed 6 federal liens on Cultural Brokerage Agency, totaling $103,220. They specifically cite the company's failure to remit employee payroll taxes. IRS didn't comment on the current status. Anyway, they also received $41,666, interesting, in pandemic relief aid from the government. They were hit with a $17,000 fine for not carrying the workers' comp insurance between 2017 and 18. Representative Nicole Malliotakis of New York said it's the height of hypocrisy when socialists attend a $30,000 ticket gala with a message of tax the rich while wearing an overpriced dress by a luxury designer who doesn't pay taxes. What happened to everyone paying their fair share? This is insanity. You know, when I see the little peons wearing their mask, like, everybody didn't have to wear the mask, just the helper bees.
Exactly.
Just the little worker bees, like the women of the bedchamber. Mm-hmm. You know, Google that sometime. You know, check out women of the bedchamber, ladies of the bedchamber. They're the ones who make sure the queen is dressed properly and is prepared for the night and prepared for bed and gets up in the morning. You know, I mean, so the little worker bees, the little women of the bedchamber were there to take care of AOC. Long way from slinging royal f***s at the local bar in the Bronx. This was, and I mean that duplicitously, because it goes both ways, both the drink and probably what I don't want to call her anything. But anyway, I you know, whatever. This is the insanity. I mean, this is the world we've come to. Mm-hmm. We've basically turned her into a congressperson Kardashian right here.
And just the fact that the media praises her, she got so much press from that.
Yeah.
I mean, even Ben and Jen didn't even get half of the attention that
I didn't know they were there.
Idiot AOC got. Yeah. Benifer, they're back.
All I know is I want to just, like, oh gosh, what was it they used to do? Throw blood on people that wore fur or paint?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, this girl couldn't draw a finger painting, much less, you know, create policy. But everybody's going to, you know, pay attention to what she's got to say on this whole thing. Nobody cares what AOC has to say. And if you come to me, this is the mindset. This is the person, by the way, that puts that mask on that 2-year-old child.
Yes, yeah.
They're the person who's pushing this kind of rhetoric and nonsense. And then they're going to come out there and they're going to virtue signal in hypocrisy about taxing the rich. She is the rich. Mm-hmm. She is the rich. I can't say enough about it. Anyway, she wants the rich to be taxed up to 70%. You can tax them 100%. Mm-hmm. And it's going to run the government for 3 months.
Did you see Bill Maher's whole big thing on? He's like, the rich pay a lot. Like, he's like, the rich pay a lot. We shouldn't be singling out the rich.
They create the freaking jobs.
Yeah.
You know, for you little women in the bedchamber to put your mask on and go to work.
Look up Handmaid's Tale.
They're the ones who create those jobs. Only thing I love more than my firearms is practicing with them, but with the cost of ammo going through the roof, you got to find a more cost-effective, safe, and simple way to practice. iTarget was invented to give law-abiding gun owners a better way to train in the safety and privacy of their own home. You don't have to make the inconvenient trip to the range, or you don't have to spend a lot of expensive, buying expensive range ammo, use iTarget Pro. They got the proprietary app. You put it on your phone, you load the laser bullet into your firearm, and you start your training experience. Dry fire training is going to help you. It's going to help you develop muscle memory, sharpen your target reaction speed, sight alignment, trigger function, a whole lot more. It's going to come in all the major calibers, including .223, so you can use it on your AR. Stay sharp with almost any firearm. Go to itargetpro.com and save 10%. Plus, get free shipping when you use offer code CHAD. I spell it Chad. It's the smartest way for you to practice, and it pays for itself in one day. It's the letter I, targetpro.com. Use offer code Chad. Be right back. You know, Beto O'Rourke, according to Axios, is going to run. I don't like the headline. Beto O'Rourke is gearing up to run for governor against Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Well, see, that's misleading because we don't know that he's going to be running against Greg Abbott. There's some pretty good primary opponents to Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott may not be in the race at all when it comes to the general election. Laugh if you want, but folks, there are things at play you know not of.
You know what I do? I laugh when I'm behind a car that still has a dumb bumper sticker that says Beto O'Rourke. I just want to ram it.
I was on Nino's Corner. My buddy Nino, he's got his great show. He's based out of El Paso. He said, I'm an El Paso guy. He said, we see those Beto signs everywhere all the time. Worst thing that could ever happen in the state of Texas. But see, Beto is one of those, and we'll talk more about this on tomorrow's show because I want to really give that some decent time. Meanwhile, go to Beto22.com. If you really want to find out about his campaign and all the things that he stands for, go to Beto, Beto22.com to find out more about this campaign of Beto O'Rourke. We'll see. We'll talk more about that.
Wink, wink.
Tomorrow. Talk more about that tomorrow. Let's just do it. Let's make me feel guilty with a TikTok. Got one for me, Chrissy?
Everybody has a card. I want a card as well.
Wait.
The drug addict's got a methadone card.
Stop. All right. Now, I never see these. So I don't know what she was yelling.
Yeah, what was
I'm going to need to start that one
context?
again because she wasn't putting her lips together to sound out words. Let's do it again.
Everybody has a card. I want a card as well. The drug addict's got a methadone card. These jabbed up people got a jab card. I want a healthy immunity card. I take care of myself and I mind my own fucking business card. You have one of those? I think we ought to start putting those into production immediately because it takes a lot of work for me to take care of myself. I work out, I eat well. This is day 42 of a cleanse I've been on. Fruits, vegetables, and water.
Preach it, girl.
I haven't
Yes.
had any alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes.
Yes.
So when do I get my card? I want something that I can flash and be proud of and say, look at me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Y'all want me to sit up here and stick a whole bunch of foreign shit in my body? For what? For what? So you can mess up my DNA? Bitch, please. You ain't gonna have me standing outside in the damn sun turning green and shit. Oh, no.
Oh,
That's the best TikTok video we've ever done on this show.
That's a good one.
I love her. I'll kiss you on the mouth. I love you.
Lick her face.
I love you. I will give you a Chad card. Call me. I love her. I want to know what this 42-day cleanse is. Honey, you ought to be clean by now. Them pipes are shiny at this point. You done run more liquid through there than New York sewer system in the time when the Ida flood hit a couple weeks ago. Let me tell you something, girl. I agree with you. Like, how many boosters, how many jabs, I saw the Australian Prime Minister, President, I don't know what they have, the warden of the penal colony that is Australia, talking about, getting your 6th booster. Like, if I get a vaccine and I need 6 boosters, can I just get them all at once, or do I have to space them out over a year before I can go eat at the restaurant? Like, this is the kind of world we're living in right now. Like, none of this clown show makes any sense. So I agree with you, girl. I agree with you. Bitch don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. You eat healthy. You know how much tequila I put in my body on a weekly basis? You know how healthy that keeps me? Man, that came out with zinc and cocaine. They said that's what you got to take. And I started doing it, man. I was like, yes.
Between that and your sleep aids at night.
My sleep
Damn,
aid.
on fire.
I've done so much zinc and so much cocaine ever since Fauci and them came out and said, you remember that earlier on in the days? They said, the best thing that will help with this is cocaine and zinc. That was a real deal. Look it up. And, man, I've done so much of that treatment that sleep aid some of that powder got on the back of my hand the other day, and I just absent my life. Just some habits just die hard. But I agree with you. You live healthy, you eat healthy, take a little shot of tequila, gargle with some whiskey, whatever you do, it kills everything. Go put your mask on your child, put a mask on a 1-year-old, and you go keep on dropping them off at these little institutions of brainwashing. Mm-hmm. You are child abusing your kid, and you're going to take care of yourself. You go to the gym. I mean, how much money do we spend at the gym having those memberships? You go to the gym to keep yourself healthy. I mean, we try to eat right, try to do right. You know what I had yesterday during the football game? I had vegetable tacos.
Oh, that sounds good.
They were delicious.
Yes, don't underestimate a good veggie taco, Chris.
Veggie taco, Chris. Grilled veggies in that thing.
Yeah,
slap some added jalapeno to it. Look, I did that event the other night. I look okay for 48. I'm almost 49 years old. The other day, I had these people at the rally. They came up to me and they said, "We just got to tell you that you're a lot thinner in person than you are on TV." And I was like, I don't know how to take that.
Well, TV does add 10 pounds.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not a skinny guy.
You've lost?
No, I'm up and down. I do 15 pounds like this. I'm up and down.
I don't think about that.
But you know what? At the end of the day, I take care of myself. I do the stuff. I stay active. Try to keep up with me. If you don't believe it, try to keep up with me. I'm on the go.
Always
never
on the
stopping.
go.
I've done 16 events in the last 11 days. Try to keep up. So if you're on the go and you're active, that's why I said earlier in the opening, I'm past frustration. I'm into motivation. Mm-hmm. And I'm motivated to take care of me and take care of mine and to look out for my neighbors and to look out for my family and the people that are around me, to look out for you, Lisa Page.
Thank you.
And all the folks in our life. We got to look out for each other. My TGGI family. My TGGI Twitter family. Make sure we get rich so that when we build that compound, we all know we can close the door and lock it up and be a little Waco. We could be whatever they were, the Davidians. For the AFT, as Joe Biden comes after us. Anyway, I'm telling you, man, she's right. She's right. We're going to come up with some cards.
Yeah, healthy immunity cards.
We're going to come up with healthy immunity cards.
Healthy AF immunity cards.
We're going to put them at Chad on Blaze, chadonblaze.com. That's where they're going to be. I'm calling Alexander. I'm going to text him right now. We're going to get right on it, sister. I heard your plea. And Chad's got you. We'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by FanDuel. Football is back. And the best bet you can make is downloading the FanDuel Sportsbook app. It doesn't matter if you're new to gambling or an old pro, FanDuel has something for everyone. And as an official sports betting partner of the NFL, you know your bets are safe. There's also never been a better time to use FanDuel, because right now, you'll get up to $1,000 back if your first bet doesn't win. You can even turn a small wager into a big payday with a same-game parlay bet. Just sign up with the promo code SPOTIFY to place your first bet risk-free on FanDuel Sportsbook. Download FanDuel today. 21 plus and present in Virginia. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
So my dressing room down the hall down there is dug out. Like, it looks like Andy Dufresne's trying to escape from Shawshank Prison. And it's a hole. The dirt's all the way up the walls. I went in there and I was like, a Mexican was trying. I was like, how far did you dig in, bro? Like, you came across the border.
You took my joke right out of my mouth. Yes.
I looked in there, a little Mexican head. I don't know what he was, but he was some of your people, Chris. He just stuck his head up. And I was like, bro, how far did you dig?
Yo, bro, that's a long trip. How'd you get there from El Paso here? Underwater.
He's up from Del Rio.
Oh, Del Rio.
We're going to talk about that crisis tomorrow. Hey, here's a rating and review. Jackie and Clay, the sexiest truth teller, got my attention. What is better than the truth? How about a sexy man telling it? Chad Prather is a fresh breath of fresh air with his honest take on craziness in the world. Chad's opinions are pretty much what the everyday person feels and thinks. Chad, keep telling the truth and stay fine. Oh, I will.
I think that was really sent in from my mom.
I will.
Marlene wrote that one.
I had a lady the other day. People are so silly. Had a lady who was at the big event Saturday night. She said, I always thought Tom Selleck was the most handsome man in the world. And I said, he is. She goes, oh, no, he's not anymore.
See? That upper demo, Chad.
Let me
got
tell you,
him
that
locked
55
in.
to 65 Desperate Housewife set demographic, I got them nailed down.
You got for sure votes from them.
Got them nailed down.
Yeah.
You want the jab? Call me. Stay motivated and not frustrated. We're going to be back tomorrow, Tuesday, because it's Monday's hangover. We love y'all. God bless you. We'll talk to you then. Bye.
This episode is brought to you by Verizon. The experts have spoken. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics, proving there's only one best network. Best and most reliable based on rankings from the RootMetrics US Root Score Report. Dated first half 2021. Your results may vary.